back to Bit by Bit here for another key items video. So we did one of these originally in the fall, so this is our winter edition of key items. For those of you who are just tuning into this series, key items is basically our nerdy version of what you might have seen online before, known as like favorites videos, where people would talk about like their favorite items or things from a season. Often that would be like jewelry or accessories makeup or things like that. So this is kind of our gamer girl spin on it / like nerd girl spin on it. So we're going to be talking about some items and games and things that we've been really into this winter season. So I'm going to start it off with I guess I'll start with this thing. Okay, so I'm going to start with this pop that I got. It's cute. I'm going to let you guys see it a little bit. It's the Marin pop. From Song of the Deep, which is an exclusive to GameStop. So as far as the hard copy, I don't know if you can get it online as well. But this game was really cool. I played it on Xbox One. You can also play it on PS4. And it's all about Marin, and she's like this young girl, and her father is like a sailor / like wayfarer or whatever the word for that is. And he gets lost at sea, so she builds this little janky sub out of like parts she finds, and then she goes to go find him. So that's kind of what it's about, and I'll just kind of show you guys a little bit more of it. I like this pop a lot because it's super detailed. It has like a like just a lot going on with it, because not only is it the pop of Marin, but it's also like her submarine, which I think is really cool. And there was a deal going on for a little while too, where you could buy this pop for, I think it's $15-20 normally or something, maybe less, and you get the game for free with that. So that was super cool. I actually got this extremely cheap. I think it was $8 maybe for this whole thing, which is really cheap considering like how much like this like comes with. So that was really cool because since the game didn't sell that well, all the stuff is really cheap. So if you're interested in checking out some cool kind of indie games, this was made by, or it's not really an indie game because it's made by Insomniac, but I think it was kind of like a smaller team that worked on it. I assume so, because that would explain why it's an exclusive to GameStop. But anyway, long story short, if you're interested in checking it out, it's really fun. It's kind of an adventure puzzler. It's Metroidvania in its map style, and it's a pretty short-ish game. I think I beat it in like 12 to 18 hours. I don't remember which side of that's on, but I enjoyed it a lot. It's very like storybook-esque, so I really like that one. And you can get both the pop and the game for like really cheap right now. So
cool. I guess I'll start with my lizard. So this is a lizard. It's like a wooden lizard. And my sister got this for me for my 22nd birthday. And I actually haven't had it for a while, which is why it's like one of my winter items, because it was in like storage with some of my college stuff at my my roommate's parents' house for a while, and I just got it back recently. And I feel like it's really important for the winter because like for some reason this lizard really cheers me up. And I like, what's that called? It's like seasonal affective disorder. Yeah, sad. In the wintertime, it's called sad. I feel like this is my approach to sad. Yeah, because so it's got like a little tiny hole on its tail there, and it just puts me in a really good mood. It annoys the heck out of all my friends.
Yeah, I hate this thing.
Yeah, she does, and so does Catherine, my roommate. So I'm surprised I ever got it back. But yeah, so shout out to my older sister Sam for getting this for me and knowing that I would really enjoy it, and I do. Yeah, and it just cheers me up. Like if I'm, alone in the apartment or sort of bummed out or it's too quiet or, I'm just kind of having like a down day. It's like just so ridiculous. It has to cheer you up. Like, and you're just like, oh yeah, let's go ahead and try this. And you just, and you're like, oh, okay. Yeah. It's so dumb that you can't not laugh at it. It seems like it
could be fun. Like I know on New Year's I kept blowing little like, I don't know the word for those. The little kazoos. Yeah. It's a good time.
Lizard kazoo. It's a lizard lizardo. I don't know. Okay, so it's got like little red eyeballs, and that's where the sound comes out. It looks like this, and then there's the hole. So
where'd she get it from? Do you know?
I have no idea. I opened it and I was like, what is this, and why did you give it to me? So although there's a inside sort of joke behind it that won't be funny to anyone, so I'm not going to mention.
That's what you said in our last video. There's a theme here.
Sorry. Yeah. Everyone will just be like, that's dumb. And I'm like, yeah, it's dumb. So I'm not putting myself through that. That's my lizard. It's my sad lizard.
Okay.
It's not that geeky, I guess. It's just weird. So
it's novel. It's like a novelty item. Kind of like in the last video I had the little squishy ball.
Yeah,
that was
nice
like
to have, right?
Yeah, it was like the disease ball.
The stress balls. Yeah,
that was cute. Okay, next up, I think I'll go clothing. So, this is, I guess I got all my stuff at GameStop. Actually, I got a lot of this at GameStop. That's kind of scary, but it's fine. Okay, so this was, so GameStop's kind of, in some ways, I wouldn't say notorious for this, but like, when I think clothing at GameStop, I often think like shirts I'd never wear, and like, I don't know, I just usually am not a fan of the shirts they have there, just because a lot of times they're like, either really, really gamey or like weird. Like they have like those like bro-y shirts that are like caution gamer, you know, like just like like I'm never usually that into their stuff. But so I saw this and I was really excited about it because it's actually a shirt that I would wear and I do wear and I love it. And I got my roommate the same one because she saw it and she loved it. So yeah, so it's a teal Pikachu shirt. And it says, I think it just says Pikachu on the bottom.
So cute.
I'm assuming so. But it's really cute. He has like this angry face. So I like this shirt a lot because it's my favorite color. It like fits really well. It's like super snug. I don't know if they might still sell these online. So if you're interested in getting it, you might still be able to get it online. I'm super tiny and this is a medium-sized shirt. So, you know, keep that in mind if you are going to get it or look for it. But yeah, I just really like this. And I love Pikachu. So this just worked out. And I was really surprised to see something like this at a GameStop because, like I said, a lot of times their shirts are like super, super gamey and not like quite stylish. So so I was really like pleasantly surprised that this was something I could pick up there. Yeah,
I love that thing. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and leave the games for last. I just finished this yesterday. It's Paper Girls 2. It was one of my Christmas presents from my roommate. And I don't think I've ever... I think last time I talked about Saga, but
maybe.
I think I did. Yeah, I can't remember. I definitely talked about a comic last time, but it was not the Paper Girls series. But Paper Girls is really cool. It's like 80s, these 80s kids, and it involves like aliens and old people and time travel, and it's just a lot of fun. So, and I love the artwork in it. Like even just on the front cover, like I guess the contrast of this blue and pink here, and then on a lot of the different pages that they have. Let me find one that I really like. Oh, like even the first one, actually, I remember. So they'll have occasionally these like sort of pages that are just sort of all in one color. I'm not sure how easy it is to see the green on there, but I don't remember.
Is this by Image Comics?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I love Image Comics.
It's Brian K. Vaughan and Cliff Chiang and Matt Wilson.
Cool.
Oh, okay, and also Jared K. Fletcher. Sorry, Jared, left him out. Actually, it's really cute, and I'll mention this just because I brought them up. In the back, they have their pictures of themselves from the 80s.
That is
about
cute.
The 80s, yeah. So, it's very Stranger Things, but like with like even more sci-fi-esque than Stranger Things. And it's all girls, so I really like it, which I found really strange. I noticed yesterday when I was finishing up the second volume here that it's written by all men, and it's about all girls. So I was like, oh, that's cool. You actually don't see that a lot. And there's a cosplay in here that I really want to do. Okay, here it is. And I think it'd be pretty easy. I just saw this the other day. It's like this weird future suit, right? Where she's got the green little stripes and the black suit and this huge red backpack and these like red boots. And I feel like that could be done, you know, relatively cheaply. So, yeah. And one of my goals for 2017 is to do a cosplay. So this is on the radar for that. And there's all sorts of like weird, gross aliens and stuff. And I just really like it. It's spunky. And there's pterodactyls and
cool.
They're flown on by old people and who can't speak correctly because like something's wrong with like their translator, and so they're like mixing like old style speech with like non-English with like current English, but and then also like 80s English, which is sort of like less cool, like I guess compared to like contemporary stuff. So it's like a really weird mix. Yeah, I don't know. I recommend it to everybody to just check it out. And this is the second volume, so you can pick up the first two probably just anywhere at any comic store or on Amazon, anything like that. So
nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'll also save I'm really gonna talk about one game, so I'll save that for last as well. Let's see. I think I'll go with the next clothing item I have for my next thing. So these are I've been buying a lot of like nerdy shirts, but I don't usually do stuff outside of that. But I saw these at Target, and I just had to have them. They're like these. I guess they're sweatpants. They're like I think they're supposed to be for
joggers.
Sleep. I think they might be for. I think I found them by like pajamas. I don't know. I don't know if they're men's or women's. They were just like all mixed with a bunch of stuff. I also don't really care, but like didn't get them in a section. I got them like that. You know that area in Target? Like sometimes they'll put it by like the escalator, and it's like a bunch of random stuff that's kind of cheap, but not that cheap. It's like some cheap pajamas. Also, like, Barefoot One is on sale. Like, it's like that area. That's where I found these from. So they're sweatpants, and they're Bowser sweatpants. So let me just lift these up a little bit to let that focus on all those. It says Bowser on the side of the pants. So these are awesome. They're like, the brand is like just this little Super Mario brand, so like an official Nintendo product.
So very serious about
that. Because yes, they are very serious about that. It's at a Target, so you know it would have to be an official licensed Nintendo product, of course. So these pants are great. They're really, really comfortable, which is why I think they might be men's, because they're really, really comfy. They're incredibly soft, which I was not expecting. I take my sweatpants very seriously, so I was thinking of all these before I bought them, because they're like $15. Like, it's a decent amount of money to like have to really think about it. But I love them. I think they're supposed to be PJs. I've worn them outside, but only for like quick runs to like the store or like, you know, down the street or whatever. When I don't care about what I look like, I'll wear these pants, and I love them. They're super comfortable, like I said a million times. The only con is they don't have pockets. Oof. So that is a big strike against them, but I still recommend them even without the pockets because they're Bowser and it's so cute. And they have other ones of other characters too, but I thought the Bowser ones were like the most visually interesting ones. And that, like, I found it more interesting to have Bowser written down your leg than like Mario or like Peach or whatever.
Did they have Peach?
I think they might have had Peach, but I don't think it looked.
I
don't think it looked that good.
I think these must be a woman's joggers or pants or whatever because they don't have pockets and they had Peach.
Yeah,
no,
that's true.
They're never gonna make pants for men that don't have pockets and also have Peach on them, even though they should.
I know they don't have pockets. I'm not positive about the Peach part.
If they do have Peach on them,
because I would have thought about Peach if they. I feel like it wasn't there, but I'm not positive.
Right.
And then they had like different colors based on, I think, like I mean, they were all black, but I think the Luigi one might have been green with like great Luigi in green. But yeah, these were awesome. I got these at Target. Great find. Super comfortable. I wear them literally all the time. The only time I don't wear them is when I need to wash them, and that's basically it. I love these pants. So yeah, that's my endorsement on these pants.
Great. This one's actually, it's a little weird because this is something that Janet recommended to me. It's got a little something on the front. But I'm showing mine today, and this is it's a happy planner. Happy journal? It's a happy planner, right?
It's
right there.
It's the bottom. The back,
the happy planner. So this is the front of it. It's got this like kind of super basic little image there. I've been planning to make my own cover like out of a folder or whatever and using the hole puncher, but I don't have the correct hole puncher for this like these number of rings, and so I have to look into that. But it's kind of growing on me. Like when I first got it, I was like, but I'll just replace it. You know, I'm like, well, now it's kind of cute. I am amazing. Thank you very much. And when I'm having a hard day, you know, I'm just like, you know, yeah, it's true.
That's the nice thing about like basic inspiration. You're like, it's kind of true.
It's kind of true because it's almost, you know, you can, it's something I can believe.
So general,
it's believable,
like,
you know.
This is nice.
I guess I could be amazing. Yeah, and then so what I really like about this, I don't want to go like too far into it because like for me this is kind of a nerdy geeky thing because I'm like a nerd about planning, but I don't want to go too far into it because it's not like an advertisement for the Happy Planner or anything like that, right? But basically how it works is there's this these rings here, and you can sort of like pull the paper out like this, or you know, put it back in so that you can insert stuff wherever you want it to, like put it in within your journal, and you can like insert stuff for fitness. And so like I have like the workouts and stuff I'm supposed to be doing there. This is all stuff like Janet showed me, so I'm basically just like stealing Janet's inspiration and giving it to you guys,
which is all stuff my roommate Maggie showed me. So
yeah,
thank
it's
you,
just
Maggie.
like super third hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and I went like a little overboard with the stickers because I got all these stickers. Right, so I don't want to show you this page just ugly, but I'll just show you the beginning of this week, right? Okay, you can put all these cute little stickers in, okay? And they go all the way across here like this, and you can like write your little appointments in there, and there's the different boxes for the different times of day, and I just love it. And I spent like $30 on stickers, not all at once because I couldn't justify it, like within my budget. I was like, I can't, like I want to, but I can't. And I sort of do colored themes and stuff, and I don't know, it makes planning a lot more fun. So I'm just really glad to have this, and I feel a little embarrassed when so sometimes I sub, which is something that Janet tipped me off to, and sometimes I don't want to like have it out when I'm subbing because I'm like, the kids are going to judge me because I have this like super girly like stuck full of stickers planner, and I don't want to come up and be like, what are you doing? And I've got like my stickers like a mad woman here, you know, because I feel like they'll lose respect for me. I can't do it at there, but I am very proud of it. I don't want it to come up like I'm not proud of this planner, but I guess I'm a little bit of embarrassed by how much I'm into this right now. This is like my calming factor, so I just love having this around, and it's way better than the bullet journal in my opinion, which took a while for me.
well, I guess maybe if for some reason we feel inspired to do it, we could do a separate, if you guys are into this, we could do a separate thing on our planners, because I have one as well, and I have the same one. So really quickly, I'll just say I love it. It's great. I had been trying to find, and if we don't do something like on this channel, because it's not really for that, I know I'm going to do like a Periscope on it, but I love my planner, and it's like the only planner that has worked for me, mainly because of the stickers, which is like my friend slash roommate Maggie put me on to, like, you have to like live by these stickers and then you'll like commit to doing it. So like I like it a lot. I find it like very soothing, kind of scrapbook-esque. So that's all I'll say on it, because I don't want to, just rant about planners. But I love my planner as well, and I have the same one. And it was pretty cheap at the beginning of the year. It's probably back up.
No, I think it is back up, but at the beginning of the year it was cheap because it was just coming out. The last thing I'll say really fast about the planners, you can put little extra notes in, which helps you, like, you can put nerdy stuff in. Like, I have a page in the front of my planner that's like just a blank page of like video games completed in 2017.
Oh, me too. I have that page too.
Oh,
what's
good.
on your list? You have some stuff in there, right?
Well, because one of my New Year's resolutions that I mentioned on the channel before is to finish every game I start in 2017. Mm-hmm. So I'm keeping track so I don't forget which games I've started.
Oh, okay.
I've only finished Resident Evil so far this year, but I've started The Witcher, Story of Seasons. I'll get to both of those shortly, and then also The Evil Within, which I don't like, but I'm gonna have to finish because I committed to this. So, but I'm gonna finish it later. And then I have the date I started and the date I finished.
I have the same thing. I have the start and the end. It's not as neat as you have it in there. And I also have how many hours it took me to beat it. So
I like that.
Yeah. So I have in mine. I have Resident Evil as well, and there's another game that I have, Pokemon Sun and Moon. Pokemon Moon, right? That's the one I finished, and I might have one more. I don't think I do. It's pretty early in the year. So, but yeah, I have that page too, kind of keeping track of all that. Okay, so my next item up is a case that I paid a good amount for. It was kind of a lot.
Cute.
It's like $20, just in case you want to buy it. I want full transparency on it. I got it also at GameStop. This is also Pikachu. I guess GameStop is good for Pikachu stuff, maybe. But it is a 3DS case, and it's perfect. I love it. I'll just hold this up so you guys can see it. I know it also shows the reflection of the camera, so apologies for that. I'll bring it back a little bit. It still shows the reflection, but it's fine. So it is like a gold Pikachu case. It looks like when I bought it, I wasn't sure if it was like transparent or not. It looked like it was white because they have the little card board in there.
I see.
But it is just clear, and this is what it looks like on the red, new 3DS XL. Because that's what the case, that's the only one this fits on. So yeah, I really love this. As soon as I saw it, I wanted it. And then I just didn't get it because it was kind of a lot. And then they finally got me to buy it when I went in with one of those $5 off, $10 off coupon. I think I had my 10,000 points and I cashed them for $10 off, and I got a really cheap Wii game, and I'm okay, I won, and then I'm I'm gonna also buy this. So now that's how that's how capitalism works. That's how they got me. I really wanted to win, go in there and not. I know, but I had to get it. It's so cute. I don't regret it at all. I put it on my credit card, and I won't notice it for a long time, so it's fine. But it was totally worth it. It does make the case a little heavier, but you get used to it within a couple of plays. And it just looks really cute, and I really like it. And for me, I'm really into if you use something a lot, kind of being more down to invest stuff in it because you use it so often. You really should, if you are gonna, I guess, get treat yourself to something, it should be something that is kind of practical. So I've been playing this a lot because I went through all of Moon, basically all in January, which was a long month of playing Pokemon. So this is kind of my little reward, and I've been playing my 3DS a lot. It's one of my favorite consoles right now. It's I just love this thing. It's the same reason in the last video I talked about getting an Xbox One controller, a nice one, because I play my Xbox so much that I thought it was worth it. So yeah, I really love this case, and it just fits really well. And I especially appreciate that when you open it, Pikachu's facing the right way. Yeah. I really hate they just came out with the Pikachu it's already on there. It's not a case the Pikachu 3DS XL, but he's upside down.
It's when you open it to look
because he looks normal like this, but then if you were to play it, he's upside down.
Then
and
you
I
just
hate
look stupid to everyone who's watching you.
Yes,
it's part of your gamer aesthetic. And
yeah, exactly.
It.
Yeah. So that's a big selling point for me. So if you guys care about that, that's something I want to point out, that he's facing the right way. And then when it's closed, look, it's still the right way. So I don't know why you would do it the opposite way.
It's so much better. It
doesn't make any sense. Okay, so that's my thing on that.
That's beautiful. Okay. Okay, I guess I'm going to talk about. I have two games with me today that I've been playing a lot of. One of them is Story of Seasons. It was in my planner. I just mentioned it. I got this game after being sorely disappointed with Harvest Moon, and I was oh, okay. And I've talked about it a lot. I hope you guys have read the review. It's not good. well, my review's good, I should hope, but the game's not good. I wrote a negative review of the game. There, English can work. So I decided to go the Story of Seasons route because I learned about how this was like the people who originally were like the primary creators for Harvest Moon went off into Story of Seasons, and it definitely shows. This game's a lot of fun. There's definitely, I mean, it's not the best like farm simulator I've ever played, but it's interesting and it brings a lot of new stuff into to the farm simulator genre. Like there's a lot of trading involved, so like you can sort of like attract more traders to your town if you like ship a lot of stuff out, and then you can open your own little shop, and you have to like compete for like access to rent fields where you can grow different kinds of crops, and that's all really new and different. Because normally it's just like, this is your farm and plant stuff and live, and then you're like, okay, and surprisingly you don't get bored for like weeks, and I don't know how that happens. And then it happens all at once, and you're like, I hate this. It hasn't happened to me yet with this one. And I've been playing it a lot because I've been prepping to play Trio of Towns when that comes out. So I would recommend this to anybody who's sort of, what's the word? I guess not very enamored with the Harvest Moon series in its current, state. To sort of just take the leap and go towards Story of Seasons, especially now because they're going to have the second installation, Trio of Towns. And the romancing in this one is not very good, I don't think, which some people is the most important part of Harvest Moon, is like the like bachelors and bachelorettes that you can marry and have kids with and whatever. When I was a kid, it definitely was my favorite part. Now that I'm older, my favorite part is like the strategy of the farming and the blah blah blah, and I'm like, I guess like if I've got this like rando on the side,
romancing days, and now you're just focusing on your farm.
I'm just focusing on myself and my career. Yeah, basically.
Your turnips.
My turnips, yeah, and I think you can get like an alpaca in this game. I haven't gotten.
It looks really
yet.
cute. Is it cute?
It's adorable. It's really adorable, and I love naming my animals. They have like really weird, strange names.
Are they all that small? Can you show me the back of it? Actually,
it's
really
they're not that
really
small.
Cute.
They're not that small.
Oh, I wish they were that small.
No, they're not quite that small, but you can get little weird bunnies and stuff that the fur falls off of them, and you gotta use it. And, you can make clothes. I've never been able to do that.
That's nice.
That's really cool. Although it's really hard to make clothes, I'm like, why is this so difficult? Why do I have to have 3 different kinds of animal that drop wool just so I can make myself a dress? Like, so I'm working on it. It's like I've just gotten to that part. I'm in the first year of I'm in year 1 winner right now of the game, so that's what's going on with me. And I've got my boyfriend. He's the chef, but I guess I don't really like him that much. But like he can hang around if he wants. I don't really like anyone in the town. I'm just trying to do my thing and leave me alone, But you can also have this grilled fish, and then I'll talk to you later, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah. So I don't know. I really love this game, and for me, this is so nostalgic, and it's like it's so calming because it's like part of my childhood, and I love farming simulators for that reason, and it's adorable, and I like adorable things. Just like a PSA, I guess, for Trio of Towns, if you pre-order it on Amazon, you get a free capybara plush, and I guess a capybara is a type of animal that you can have on your farm, weirdly, in Trio of Towns. It's not a normal farm animal, in case anyone who made this game was wondering. It's not normal, but I'll take it, So I would, if I were you, I'd invest in that. I'm thinking of being able to I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do that. It depends on where things are at this month, but I've never gotten a free plush before, so I want to have more plushes in my life. Yep, and I guess that's pretty much it. It's adorable. It's fun.
Quick question on that game, because I'm not familiar like with the farm sim genre or like Story of Seasons, or I've never played Harvest Moon. So is there like, does the game ever end, or can you just play forever?
Usually,
or is there both?
You can play forever, but sometimes there's like, it's like the situation where you're like, you get to the end of like the it's very loosely plot based. There's not really a plot to it, so you can get to the end of like the game's plot, or you get married, you have your kids or whatever, and that's sort of like, end of the game.
It's all over.
I know, right? And then it does like little end credits. Sometimes some of the games after you get married will have the end credits and stuff, but you can keep playing forever. For the most part. I don't usually keep playing forever.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like a lot. Okay.
Yeah, seems cool.
Like so there is kind of, can you tell when that end happens?
It depends on the game. It's very different throughout time, depending on how they want to do that.
Okay, that's cool. It's nice there's like a campaign.
Rune Factory, which was originally a Harvest Moon series and is now independently run, I think, but started out as a Harvest Moon installment, is much more plot driven, and that one does have an ending, but you can still keep farming and playing afterwards.
Okay,
but there's a plot over, bad guy defeated, that happens. Yeah,
cool.
So
I was just wondering. All right. I'll do. I think the last thing I have is. Right. This is the last thing. Yep.
Yes, that's the last thing.
I'll do one game, which you guys have also heard me talk about before, and I mentioned it. It's also a game I got for Christmas, and it's the BioShock collection for PS4. Remastered for PS4. And is there even anything in here anymore? There's like a little booklet which has probably nothing. Yep, just an ad for Mafia 3. I'm like so sad. Okay. But so this game is a game that Jess has played and the whole world has probably played by now, but I've never played BioShock before, so this is my first time with the series. Don't tell me what happens. I don't know. Okay. But I'm not too deep into it yet. I'm obviously playing them in order, starting with BioShock and then, going on from there. And this is the first thing I've really enjoyed on my PS4 because it's just been a hard PS4 year for me. I wasn't a fan of Bloodborne. Surprise. I wasn't a fan of Bloodborne. No Man's Sky didn't work out for me. It didn't work out for anyone. Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm worried about that too, even though everyone says it's good. So I have a lot of baggage.
Don't go there.
I have a lot of baggage that I actually recently wrote about that went up today. But this is cool because this is a game I've missed, and it looks beautiful. I don't know how much it was really remastered. Honestly, I just don't know. But either whatever they did to it or whatever it already was, it looks so good. And I think I mentioned this on the channel before, but with the genres I normally play, I kind of forgot that games can look really good because I usually play I grew up playing action-adventure platformers, and, Mario definitely looks better today than he did in this N64, but it's not, I don't know. It just doesn't have the same, impact on me visually as, a realistic-looking game does. So I love this. I didn't know anything about this game before I started playing it, and I, still don't know a whole lot because I just started, a couple hours in. But it's just been a really, really exciting experience to, just finally get to, enjoy this series and, see what the hype's about. And, I just love this game. I know it's, an old comment. This is, the coldest take ever, but BioShock is great. Yeah, it's one of those games that, a lot of times I just game in my room, even though my living room TV is nicer than my bedroom one. But, this is a game that, I take my PS4 over to the living room and, I turn off the lights and I sit. And I just play it, and I can easily play it for hours at a time. I'll just start playing it, and I just won't stop for a really, really long time. So yeah, this is great. I think it was I think it's only $30 to $60. I don't remember how much, but it is 3 games, so that's really cool. So I'm excited to just keep diving into that. I haven't played it in I think a week or so, and I'm already starting to feel that itch to go and play it and get to do weird stuff with my experimented on hand, and then I love. Even though I'm kind of not that good at genres outside of puzzlers and platformers, those are my weaker genres, but I just love shocking people and then just hitting them on the head with a crowbar. I just love or
so satisfying.
It might be a ratchet actually. I don't know. It's some sort of metal object.
It's a blunt weapon.
It's a blunt metal object, and I'll just go up to people and the AI's not that good because it's on normal mode, and this game's still technically kind of old, so I'll just go up and just hit people, and it's so satisfying. It's so great. I just really, really enjoy. I'm really enjoying the experience. So that's the game that I'm really playing a lot this winter.
Cool. And then my last item is another game, and I felt like I had to mention it because I've been playing a bit of it. So The Witcher, I know is older too. It's not as old as BioShock, but it's it's been out for a little while, and it was one of those games that I missed. You know what I mean? You just have to catch up later. And it was funny because I put it on my Christmas list, way back at Christmas time, and then I got it. But when I got it, it was just after I'd been told by my roommate that she had also got it. And I was like, man, because I was afterwards I was like, why'd you put it on your list? I was putting it on my list, and she's like, I put it on my list first, that kind of thing. And so my mom was like, mad at me. Then she was like, why did you put it on your list? I was like, I didn't know she put it on her list, and so it was complicated. And then so what my mom does, we just swapped my version in for I think I got The Evil Within, which was.
It didn't work out.
Well, I'll feel good when I finish it. It's not like it's a bad game. It's just not what I was expecting. Mm-hmm. Anyway, and then there was something else. Oh, The World Ends With You. Oh yeah, I haven't played it yet because I've been playing Story of Seasons.
Okay, yeah.
I do one DS game at a time and one console game at a time. Usually is how I do things. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna get to that eventually, and I'm really excited to play it. But in the meantime, I've been playing The Witcher. So. Even though it was on my Christmas list, this is technically my roommate's, but we've both been playing it. She's been playing it much faster than I have, which is not abnormal at all. But I sort of take my time with RPGs like this, and I've been really impressed. I didn't know what to expect from The Witcher because, well, first of all, because I played the original and it was like super weird and like not good and also like creepy, you know, as far as like gender roles and all that stuff. I was like, so there's just like a lot of things not working for it, you know? And, but I really have been enjoying The Witcher 3. I think there's a lot of similar issues, but like also the game's a lot prettier and more fun. So like, I don't know, it kind of balances out. It's actually something that Catherine, my roommate Catherine mentioned yesterday when she was playing The Witcher was what's strange is that all of the women in The Witcher are like mid-20s looking. All the men are ugly. Like they wear those weird like diaper like outfits and stuff, and you're like all the men look gross except for Geralt. He looks good. And then all the women look like 21st century women with shiny hair that's like colored and like glamorous makeup and stuff, and they all look like they're mid-20s, and I'm like, why is this happening? It's super weird. There's even like people who are old but look young, you know, but they're like they have magic, and I'm like, can't you just let them be old? Like this is so weird. But it's fine. And the plot's interesting, and there's all sorts of like weird references, and it's a funny game. It's a funny game, and it's an enjoyable game. The combat's interesting, and you know, everything in this really beautiful, the landscapes and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's like up there for me like with Dragon Age or with Mass Effect or Skyrim or anything like that, but you know, it's something that I would recommend to somebody looking for something new to play, and if it was within their you know, what they wanted out of a genre. So yep, and that's pretty much it.
Cool. All right. Well, guys, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to hit subscribe on our channel, and be sure to leave a comment below letting us know what you guys have been really into during the winter season, or things you think we should look into that you've checked out and really have enjoyed, whether it's games or merch or comics or whatever you're just kind of nerding out about. Definitely let us know, and thanks for watching.